Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the VOR Sport Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We're a bit later than usual. Some things going on behind the scenes. It's very cloudy out there, looks like. Let's go and board with Shroom. First car out, I think. Is it? Or is it? Yeah, it's Shroom. Shroom being a club driver, of course. Why is my game being so weird? Anyway, welcome to the penultimate race of the season. Of course, the championship is already wrapped up for both drivers and constructors. Like last season, Lewis Isaac won the championship, and Alpha Tauri last season, Scuderia Toro Rosso won the Constructors' Championship. So there's no more stuff to race for except for just the fun. Luckily, we have a very fun track here, Abu Dhabi. My game is doing weird stuff. I don't know why. Let's see. Yep. Should be better now. Anyway, Shroom set the first fastest lap of this qualifying. Dix is already retired. Let's go ball with Moba. Goes fastest with 133.2. As I think Logica starts his hot lap. Michael goes into the pits. That leaves us with Almighty, last time out on pole position. Goes second fastest with a 133.8. Now are the Alpha Tauri boys of Lecter and Copyleft across the line. Lewis Isaac not driving today. Still has to recover from his hangover from partying about his second season win. Gexy across the line goes P2. Gexy hasn't raced in a bit. Good to see him back on the grid. If I remember correctly, he was one of the faster drivers on the grid, so I'm curious about what he's going to do. Yaldabamas has set a lap, and that was JQ who set a 135 and rounds off everyone up till now. And Razor goes 11 fastest, while Mario wins second fastest with 133.5 on board with Royal Mero at the moment through the final corner. Goes into the pits. Interestingly, spawns back to the pits. Let's go on board with Logica. Through the final corner. And goes 5th fastest. There's something up with my game tonight. It has small leg spikes, but I don't know where it's coming from. Everyone seems to have set a lap except for Copyleft and Rellen out on track. Copyleft, of course, being an important part of the AlphaTauri Constructors win. He's warming up his tires at the moment. I want to see where Rellen is. Michael. Looks like Copyleft. No, Rellen is the first car to start his new hot lap. Being in the Haas, of course, that in real life is going to be driven by no other than Nikita Mazepin next season. Very controversial character already before even entering the sport. Let's see. When is he going to start? As Mobile just went fastest. That's weird. It's probably just because he because I just went out of the game for a bit. Relan starts his lap. Is very wide on the entry there, hits the apex nice, very wide on the exit as well. So he's taking very aggressive lines. in the first few corners. Stroom has left the session already. That's going well. Switches down to first gear, surprisingly. Many don't even touch the apex in the hairpin because you have more rotation speed if you take a wider line through that hairpin. And up to the next hairpin, railing goes smoothly. Looks like a medium traction control corner. Takes this straight very tight. Outbrakes himself a little bit for the next chicane. And Beta has left the session. Drinking rules for tonight. Same as usual, except for the special rule, and that's when someone in casting or in chat mentions the layout of the track being bad and that it needs some renovations. As Ralling goes 8 fastest, let's go and ball with copyleft around the final corner. Out of ERS goes 13 fastest. Behind him is Michael through the penultimate corner. Also out of ERS goes 6 fastest. Very well done from Michael there. And 16 Romero also appears to be on a hot lap behind his teammate Razor. Some slipstream there. Razor and Romero being teammates in sport today, while there are full-time club drivers. That's kind of interesting to see. Anyway, Romero on a hot lap here. Neki as well. Is he further down the circuit? No, he isn't, as Yaldabamas goes very deep into that chicane. Let's go on board with Royal Mero again. Oh, and he invalidates it, so we can stay on board with Neki. Yaldabamas in his mirrors. Ooh, almost invalidated it there on the straight. But yeah, Abu Dhabi being a very, very interesting circuit. Oh, Neki loses it on the traction, and fortunately he didn't went into the barriers. Didn't go into the barriers. You sleeps. Is he on the hot lap? No. JQ is. But I want to see. We see Revan MOBA appears to be on a hot lap. What is he going to do? Is he going to improve? No, he just starts his hot lap. So, oh, that's an interesting line, Michael. That's a very interesting line. Think you have to carry on one more lap, unfortunately. Anyway, Neki starts his new hot lap, so let's go on board with You Sleeps. You Sleeps goes into the pits. Lecter as well. JQ is the next car across the line, I believe. Maybe Logica in front. No. Yeah, JQ is the next car across the line, so let's stay on board with the Ferrari guy. Almighty went out of the way nicely. Anyway, Abu Dhabi not being a very notorious track for its good battles and spectacular races, as JQ improves his time but stays 13th. As Romero goes into the pits and Razor through the final corner. Is he going to improve? Yes, he does, to 135.0. Now Mario across the line into P2 with 133.2. And I saw Stroom also going through the finish line. Starts his lap, so let's keep an eye on him. Logicar goes into the pits. MOBA as well. Then I seen AlphaTauri of, I think that's Neki. Yep, that's Neki, as Michael goes out of his way. No, that means that. Let's see. Razor invalidated his lap time. Or no, wait, he already set lap time. Maybe he's just still on hot lap driving back to the pits. Anyway, Shroom, oh, the guy we needed to keep an eye on already invalidated his lap time, unfortunately. Has the German helmet for some reason, so Sebastian Vettel-esque helmet for Shroom. Even though he's not German. Anyway, his choice. Let's see if someone else is on a hot lap. Mario isn't. You Sleeps is on an out lap. That leaves us with Almighty, who is on an out lap, and Rellen, who appears to be on a hot lap. Very tight line through the hairpin, but to get back on Abu Dhabi, not the best of track layouts. That's the drink. A lot of people say, yeah, you can change some corners, especially the one over here. Why not make this into a flowing, more conservative hairpin instead of those sharp corners? That leaves still a braking zone for the corner, but you also take more speed into this straight, which makes it easier to overtake. Also, people say, why not remove the chicane we just went through? That's possible, but I don't think it gives any improvements to racing here, because it's only shortens the braking distance and leaves less opportunities for dive bombs. Anyway, Rellen through the final corner without ERS. Is he going to improve? Yes, he does, to P5. And You Sleeps is on a hot lap right now, as we go into the last 3 minutes, I believe. So people on their hot lap or out lap at the moment are out for their last hot lap, as You Sleeps goes fifth fastest with 133.9. Moba is on an out lap. Behind him we have I said Logica. Behind Logica we have Rellen, no, Michael, but he's on an out lap as well. Gexy on an out lap. Neki on an out lap. Razor and Roy Romero on both on an out lap. Oh, and Moba. Looks like Moba is finished for qualifying today, as he goes out of his way and breaks one of the braking markers. That's unfortunate. Mario is still on an out lap, so he's probably one of the last guys to set a lap. And Romero appears to be on a hot lap, but so does Neki and Gexy as well. I think Gexy is the first car. Or not. No, Michael is the first car to set a lap time here around the Emiratic Harbour track, I think. Maybe Almighty, no, Logica. No, Logica is the first one, as someone has spun in last corner. I believe that's Mario. Or You Sleeps. You Sleeps goes into the pit, so it might be You Sleeps. Logica finishes his lap, goes for fastest. And that's his lap. Michael also goes into the pits. Razor starts his lap. Neki through the penultimate corner. Is he going to improve? Currently P10. No, he doesn't. But wait, Roy Romero did, went 7th fastest with 1:33.9. And Yaldabamas just started out his lap. Almighty went 2nd fastest with 1:33. Wait. Gexy just went fastest with 1:33.0. We completely missed that. Anyway, who's still driving? Mario is, I see a few cars ahead of him. Is that Razor? Yes, it is. And I see Copyleft. Copyleft goes into the pit. So Razor is the next car across the line. Roy Romero is currently in P7. So can Razor improve his time and be his club rival in qualifying today? Behind him we have Lecter, the other AlphaTauri. And he needs to... Wait, he's already in front of Copyleft, so never mind. Here comes Razor, goes into the pits as Lecter already out of ERS. Across the finish line goes 11th fastest. Next up is Logica, goes into the pits. Neki spun, that's not very ideal. Mario across the line goes fastest with 1:33.0. Yaldabamas across the line, can he improve? Yes, he does, to 1:33.5. Jakku, is he going to be his teammate? No, he doesn't, and that leaves us with Almighty, but I think he was finished for qualifying. So that leaves us with Mario in pole position, just 1/1000th of a second in front of Gexy. That's very impressive over such a long lap. Abu Dhabi, of course, being one of the longer tracks on the calendar, but Mario manages to just qualify 1/1000th of a second in front of Gexy. But it's also very impressive qualifying from Gexy, being away for such a long time and then just qualifying 1/1000th of a second off of pole. Dux surprisingly didn't set a lap time. And wait, Logica. Is it? Do I pronounce it like Logica? Nice. Okay, I will say Logica from now on. Fair enough. From what country is he? Because he doesn't have a country flag on his game. Bosnia. Ooh, interesting. Anyway, we're off to the race right now. It's sunny still, but oh, you don't have a flag. Okay. GG Cody's for not implementing the Bosnian flag in game. I feel some that Bosnia has been left out of the Adriatic countries. Anyway, maybe they will implement it in 2021. Yeah, I mean, you never know. Codemasters keeps on improving the things that are important, but not important to the gameplay. Damn, Roy Romero in P7. Yes, that is pretty good. Anyway, we're off for formation lap. Let me get up the details we need. Let's get the tires up and get these windows away, except for those. Yes. So Mario in P1, very good qualifying from him on the softer tires, but Gexy also had a very good qualifying, only qualifying 1/1000th of a second behind Mario. Behind him we have Almighty rounding off the top three of today. In P4 we have MOBA In P5 we have Logica. In the McLaren without the Bosnian flag. In P6 we have the Ferrari of Jelder Bemmers already running a yellow fuel light, so that means that Jelder Bemmers is running a very risky strategy here to attack and maybe hope for a safety car so he can save some fuel again. In P7 currently full-time driver in Club Royal Mero, very good qualifying from him. But he also won the club race here last Monday, so apparently this is one of his good tracks. In P8 we have U Sleeps in the Renault. In P9 we have another club full-time driver in the name of Shroom. In P10 we have the first Haas in the name of Rellen. And behind him we have his teammate Michael, and he starts off on the medium tires as the first car on the grid. Behind him we have Lecter in the AlphaTauri, substitute for Loose ISOC Championship winner of season 1 and 2. In P13 we have JQ. In P14 we have Naki. In P15 we have another full-time driver in Club Racer. In P16 we have the only driver on the hard today, Koplev. We know he can do a lot with tires, so let's see what he does. In P17, rounding off the grid, we have Dux with the Dutch flag. Very nice. Let's go back to Mario and let's see if we can get a good angle here. Yes, 3, 4, 5 red lights. They're out and we're waiting until we're starting, and away we go. Mario has a very good start. A very good angle here. Logica has a better start than Almighty. Overtakes him on the outside. Gexy keeps the position. Moba tried to gain on the inside there. Didn't make it. Romero keeps his position. U Sleeps gets back into P8. Logica defending from Almighty. You can see in the distance that JQ is getting those places back. U Sleeps already has a 3-second time penalty. And Rellen in P9, and his teammate Michael fell down to P14. What a horrible camera angle here. Let's get the position changes up to see how things are going. Penalties, position change. Yes, we want this. Almighty lost 6 positions, giving... Oh, Logica has a very wide turn 9, I think it is. Jelder Bemmers on the inside of Logica. Almighty has wing damage from punting into the back of Jelder Bemmers, but stays behind him. Is he going to overtake Logica as well? Yes, it seems like it. Roy Mero is on the first row for this battle. Oh, Logica has a very bad, very bad entry there, and loses a lot of places. U Sleeps currently in P6, gave the position to Almighty, who has lost 4 positions right now, and Gexy has lost his position to Moba, and Moba is trying to catch Mario. Let me get that window away. Mario sets the fastest lap. Not really weird. As Rellen goes into the pits, there's yellow sector 3. Is it copy left? I hope it's not. Is it Neki? Ah, it's Neki. Anyway, Jelder Bemmers 1-2 positions, currently up in P4, and sees the bell for P1 in front of him. Can he gain those 1.5? Oh, Koplev retired from the session. Oh, Koplev retired from the session. Looks what? And Neki retired in the same place. This is a full course caution and safety car. What happened there? Maybe we can see on board from Rellen's car. There's Kopyleft and... Wait. Kopyleft and Neki retired in the same place after the same corner. I don't know what happened there. Unfortunately, we don't have a replay button or something, because it would be very useful in this instance, because I really want to know what happened. All I can think of is, and speculate, is that they both had issues with the traction out of turn 3, because of course you're going downhill, so that means that the car is getting lifted up for the first part of the corner, and when you have a very aggressive line, you can lose it on the curb. So maybe that's what happened. Gexi goes into the pits. So does Yaldabamas. So does Roy Romero. So does Sleep. So does Almighty. Lexa goes on. So does JQ. Michael as well. Logica 2. Shroom, Razor, Dux, and Relin all stay out. But Relin, of course, went into the pits just now. But Gexi, Yaldabamas, Roy Romero, Sleeps, and Almighty all went into the pits. Oh, and Lokika gets a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Michael. And let's go on board with him. He's going very wide. Logika gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so I don't know what's going on there. Can you show what tire they have? Of course. Position change, no, we want a tire. So the guys who just pitted, being Gexi, Yaldabamas, Romero, Sleeps, and Almighty, all went for the medium tires. You can do that with a 2-stop. Oh, wrong button. You can do that with a 2-stop being soft, medium, medium. If it's the best strategy, I don't know, but it's a free pit stop because it's behind the safety car, so it might be a good strategy, but you do have to stretch those last medium tires if you want to make it to the end. Anyway, Mario retained his lead, and looks like the safety car is going to be in this lap because the field has caught up to the pack. The safety car can go in very late after the bridge in the final corner. So let's see if that happens today. It happened last time out in club. Is the safety car coming in this lap, or are we continuing for one more lap? It appears that we will have the safety car for another lap. Some info on the safety car: as long as those yellow lights on the top of the car and red lights on the car itself are blinking very fast, it means that the safety car is still out. Once all of those lights go out, it means that the safety car will go in this lap, to avoid some confusion with the safety car lights. Let's see, let's get the position change back up for a bit and see who lost a lot. Almighty, of course, lost a lot, but I think he also changed his front wing. We saw that, and Michael went into the pits again. Yeah, it looks like he changed his front wing. We saw in the battle with Yaldabamas and his teammate Logika that he oh, this is interesting. What's going on here? Looks like a traffic jam. Anyway, he lost a bit of front wing in that battle in the hairpin after this straight, but he lost 10 positions in absolute numbers. But we know Almighty can be very fast, and maybe he can even win this race. You never know what's going to happen. But Lecter, being the big winner here, of course, he didn't pit under the safety car conditions, started out on the medium tires, so he does have the advantage of going the distance. And the safety car is in this lap. As you can see, all of the lights are off. It's not really fast on this track. Can you show race directors so we can see warnings? Yes, I can, but I won't do it for now because the race is still very young. I will do it at the end when it's it might be decisive for who's going to win. But currently we're on board with, let's stay on board with Logika, so we can see the race start from the best position in the top of the field. Is Mario already going for it? No, not yet. Now he is. through the final corner. Good position. Gexi gets a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Dux. That's not ideal. So the first 5 cars are through the first corner very cleanly, and so are the other cars in the pack. Let's get this camera angle. Oh, there's already a yellow. Is it Logica? Yes, it is. Oh, good camera angle. It looks like he lost his front wing as well. Reset the track. Lost 10 positions and also a penalty. So that's a very hard recovery for him in this race after this. Has a bit of overheated tires. Not really weird. Let's go back on board with the packing order here. Razor being currently the closest car to his front runner. Has a very cool helmet with the carbon fiber and then the graphics in black on top of it. Really like it. Fits almost with every car, I would say. Maybe even with every car. Anyway, Gexi is also very close to his teammate Dux, where he got his 5-second time penalty off. Okay, let's get another window up. Let's go to the tires. That's a bit more important at the moment. Gexi really pushing to get past his teammate here. Oh, touches him a little bit. Maybe he got a bit of damage here. Really showing that he wants to pass his teammate. Oh, very, very big moment there with a lot of oversteer. Lost a bit of time there. You can see Yalterbams in his mirrors looking for an overtake and eager to make a move on Gexi. But Gexi is very close and Dux is very close on Racer. Also looking for a move here. And looks like Mario and MOBA are pulling away from the field. And is someone trying to make a move? Almighty on Rallen. Is he going to make it stick? Yes, he does. On the inside, outside for the next corner. But you can also see Jelden Bemis, Rallen and Razor and Gexi going for it. And the big loser out of the bell is Gexi. And Jelden Bemis also lost a few positions as well. So it was in the background of Almighty and Rallen going for it. Didn't look like it went too well for all parties considered. But Rallen goes very wide in that corner there, loses the position to Almighty. Now he has his teammate behind him. And Yalterbams is also very close to Dux right now. So let's go on board with Yalterbams. There's a yellow. Is it Michael? Yes, it is. Oh, that's unfortunate. Luckily, he's very close to the pits. Yes, he goes into the pits indeed. Let's stay on board with Yalterbams for now. Oh, Dux goes very wide. Like I said, with copyleft and Neki retiring, if you go downhill, it's very important that you have a stable line. Oh, goes for the inside in a hairpin already before the braking zone. Very bold move, and looks like they are side by side, both with overtake and ERS open. Let's go on board. Oh, Dux is very aggressive with defending. Yalterbams stays on the inside, touches Roy Romero, and Roy Romero spun. So Yalterbams and Dux took collateral damage in. Roy Romero, let's go on board as Almighty passes both of them in the middle of the track, and Yalterbams pushes Almighty a bit wide, bit aggressive, but nothing illegal there. A bit of front wing flying off. Don't know if that was a Ferrari or McLaren's front wing. Ooh, Yalterbams and Almighty collide, and Yalterbams is defending everything he got, and it looks like that bit of... Oh my god! What just happened there? Yaldabamas and I think it was Dux or Gexy just collided in the on the exit of that corner. And Yaldabamas spun around. Razor passes Dux in the inside of turn 1 here. Mario loses P1 to MOBA, so in the front of the field there's also overtakes all around, as you also saw Jakku passing U-Sleeps. There's a yellow in sector 1 and 2. Is it Yaldabamas? Yes it is. He lost it on the traction. I think it same issue as I already forgot who it was, but what is the driving from them? Yes, some very aggressive driving today in sport. Usually sport is, well, not like this, to say the least. Let's go on board with Romero as he goes side by side with his teammate Razor. Let's hope that this doesn't end in tears, like a lot of battles did today. And I believe there are going to be a lot of appeals after this race. And I think the stewards will have a lot of work finding out who was at fault there. Almighty gave a little love tap to Razor, showing, hey, I'm here, I want to pass, and if you don't speed up, I will pass you. And Dux goes into the pits, being the first car out on track who goes into the pits from the medium tires. And is Almighty going for a move here? No, he isn't. He's way in. Does he go for the inside? No, he takes a wider entry, but that gives him a sharper exit out of the hairpin. DRS, overtake, everything. Razor doesn't have DRS, goes out of the way, gives the position to Almighty, doesn't lose a lot of racing time. And Almighty passes the club Renault driver. MOBA currently back in P2 as Mario has regained the lead of the VOR Abu Dhabi Sport Grand Prix. U-Sleeps gets a 3-second time penalty. That's a sip for anyone playing the drinking game at this moment. Romero and Gexy are very close to Shroom, it looks like. Shroom driving the Williams, the very empty Williams. Let's hope they can get more sponsors for next season. Of course, next season being the first season for multiple teams in names of Alpine and Aston Martin. As Shroom goes into the pits, there's a yellow in sector. Oh no, it's not. It's not MOBA, is it? It's MOBA. MOBA spun in. Wait, does he have a puncture? No, he doesn't, but he lost it in the first. What's wrong with MOBA's car? Oh, he's a lot of wing damage. He has a lot of wing damage. So MOBA lost it on the exit of turn 1, I think, and smashed into the barriers and is very, very slow in P5 at the moment. Do you drink every time penalty? If you go, as Relen passes MOBA, if you go to the about section in our Twitch channel, there will be an image of the drinking rules, and every time someone gets a 3-second time penalty, you have to take 1 sip of your drink. It's not prohibited to you're not forced to play the drinking game, but it's something fun we came up with to make certain races a bit more interesting to watch. Now, this race has been interesting to watch, even without the drinking game. I think I've got a lot to mention for drinking. Someone was hammered in a club race because of Zippy then. Yes. but you should have watched the sport race from, I think it was last week or the week before that. Mr. Mouse got a lot of penalties as well. Yes, that is also okay. If you want to take puffs instead of shots, completely fine with me. It's very easy to adapt as well. Oh, there's a yellow in sector 3. Is it because someone left mobile retired in the pits? As Almighty went into the pits as well, opting for the harder tires. But MOBA, who was going so well in the battle for the lead, retired in the pit lane, unfortunately. That's very unfortunate. I hope he will have a better race next time out in Brazil. Last race of season 2 already. Flown by like an airplane. Yeah. As Gexy on the outside of Royal Marrow. Can we see it? No, we can't. Let's get another angle. No, that's not a good angle. Royal Marrow defends very hard and remains in P6 at the moment. So Gexy has to wait just a bit longer to fight back to his position where he started out in P2, of course. He only qualified just 1,000 of a second behind Mario. If you haven't been here for qualifying, what a qualifying it was. Very close in the end, but the race has been, well, different. I think that's the best word to say it. The race is very different to qualifying. We saw a very competitive and fast qualifying, but the race has a completely different phase. It's much more aggressive. It's much more entertaining, I would say, as well. Of course, it's not really sportsmanlike what we saw, but it is entertaining for the viewers. As we go on board with You Sleeps, opens up the DRS. Is he going into overtake? No, he isn't. So I think he's waiting for that second straight after the chicane here. Ooh, brakes very late. Tries the inside. Jakku left a little bit of room for him, and no harm done just yet. Jakku not very gaining on Lexa, but Uslips also isn't very gaining on him. Let's go on board with Ducks on Shroom. Easy pass just before the braking zone. Side by side, Shroom has the outside, so can he do the switchback? No, he can't. And Ducks has passed Shroom. Logika behind Michael with the Michael Schumacher helmet. Looks interesting on the McLaren. That red combined with the orange of the McLaren. Oh, Ducks and Shroom side by side again, and I see Mario, Jakku and Gexy are in the pits, opting for medium tires. It looks like Jakku went for the harder tires, so we do see different strategies along the field, with Yalda Bemis getting a 3-second time penalty. So for everyone playing the drinking game or the puff game, if you want, take a sip / puff. It's one sip for it's one sip for a 3-second time penalty. Let me get it up real quick so I can tell it exactly how it is. It's 2 sips for DNF, for MOBA, for example, and 3 sips if there's a safety car, and an extra sip for talking about how to improve this very expensive track as it is. And we also have an unwritten rule, and I don't believe it has happened just yet, but the unwritten rule of the drinking game is if half of the field retires Ooh, JQ on the outside of Almighty. That's very brave. Almighty has to go over the grass to avoid a collision. But the unwritten rule of the drinking game, as Logica gets a 3-second time penalty, is that when half of the field retires, it's down everything that's in front of you. So if you're smoking, you're gonna have a bad time. If you're drinking, you're gonna have a bad time. If you're eating, you're gonna have a bad time. Who's thankful? The sport drivers, in this case. Anyway, the field is a bit spread out at the moment. A lot of people went for a pit stop, as in Mario being in P5 at the moment on fresh medium tires. Might go for the one stop, maybe. I don't know. It's lap 14 and he has done a very good job stretching those. I think he did a one stop. Yeah, he did, stretching those soft tires to lap 13. So he might actually be able to pull it off, stretching those medium tires to the end. Other guys who have pitted are Lecter, currently in P7, and JQ Gexi pitted for the hard tires. As Lecter gets a 3-second time penalty, that's another sip from your drink in the game as Gexi passes JQ. Oh, wait. Michael and Logica are going at it. Oh, that's an interesting battle to see. And Michael won from Logica in that battle. As you sleeps and Rellen. Oh, that ref glitch, it's so horrible. Let's go on board with Mario, who is very close to Razor. Mario having such better tires than Razor. 13 laps different. So this is a piece of cake for Mario, of course. Let me check the Discord channel if people have been talking there. Oh, let's hold on, as we see Mario passing Razor quite easily there. This was my last race ever. Oh, that's not very... Wait, Neki, why was this your last race? What happened? Yes. He didn't leave the server, did he? No, he hasn't. Okay, that's alright. Mikkel leaving no space for Logica, very unsportsmanlike. What's wrong with people? Well, people are very well, aggressive today. I think that's the best word for it, as the sun is slowly setting on the Abu Dhabi track. Gexi is very close to Shroom again, but oh, Shroom goes wide. It's not been the best of races for Shroom. And Gexi showing his frustration behind him. Wants to pause already, but you can't have all the luck in the world. There's a yellow in sector 3. Is it because of ducks? Ducks smashed into the pit wall. It can happen to the best of us, and that's a virtual safety car. A virtual safety car. Okay, that's fair enough. Ducks retired. As Gex gets ref glitch. That's unfortunate, because he was one of the guys to watch here. Let's go on board with Redland then. Virtual safety car for someone binning it in the pit wall. Fair enough. Also DNF. So 2 sips and a virtual safety car. Well, that's not a safety car, so I will save you those 3 extra for now. Also, Almighty is very close to Gexi. Oh, that was a bit of front wing. That's why he was very close to Gexi. Almighty having half a front wing on the left hand side, because he had a severe collision with Gexi. And that's a penalty, so that's another sip. And Logika gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. That's 2 sips already, people. As Gexi already overtook Shroom just after the virtual safety car has ended. Jakku going out of the Almighty going out of the way for Jakku. That's very nice of him to do that. Not making it very hard for Jakku, not making it him lose race time. And some guys are pitting. I don't know if that's the best idea to pit straight after a virtual safety car, but who am I to judge? Lex currently only 7/10 behind Jan de Wemmers on fresher tires and a compound softer. So it's going to be interesting to see if Lecter can pass Jan de Wemmers sooner than later. Oh, he already is very close to him. Is he going to pass him on the outside? That's a brave move. Well done, Lecter. But Jan de Wemmers now has the DRS on Lecter, so he might be able to gain that 4th position back. Doesn't look like it at the moment. Stays in P5. Bit of a lockup. Hugh sleeps in P7 behind Rellan, not enough. Sets the fastest sector 2 time though. And nothing major is happening at the moment. Yeah, we do have a lot of fans alongside the track. Can't we disable that? That would be great if we could disable people, because we live in a COVID contained world. So where is it? Why? Oh, crowd here, of course. That's a shame. You can't deactivate the crowd. That's unrealistic. Shame on you, Codys. Shame on you. Gexi gets another 3-second time penalty. That's a sip. The only 3 drivers who haven't got a penalty yet are Royal Merrow. Royal Merrow currently leading the sport race as a club driver, but on very old tires, I must say. But yeah, Royal Merrow leading the VOR sport race as a club driver. That's very impressive. And his teammate Razor, who is also just got passed by Lecter. His teammate Razor being in 4th, also very impressive. Oh, and Logika retired from the session in the pit lane, it looks like. So that's 2 sips, people. Logika not having the best of races here. I expect he will have some appeals too. And I see Mario very close to Royal Merrow. And it basically looks like... Oh, Royal Merrow went into the pits. Fair enough. Basically looked like Logika's car thought, no, I'm not going to make a pit stop. I'm just going through the pits and go on track again. And just went off track in time. Wait, Razor and Royal Merrow did a double stack. So it looks like there wasn't a good communication between the Racing Point drivers, because Razor has lost a lot of time. And Gexi is another driver to retire. And that brings us closer and closer to that unwritten rule of the drinking game. Meanwhile, Jakku is very close on Shroom. As Almighty sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. With 17 drivers being here tonight, that leaves us with only 3 drivers more to retire. And there are still 9 laps to go, so you never know what's going to happen as Jakku passes Shroom. And Mario's back in the lead because, of course, Royal Marrow and Razor went into the pits. You Sleeps passes Yoda Bams in a very well unorthodox spot. You usually don't pass someone on the outside of those corners. Very brave move from You Sleeps, but granted, he is on very new medium tires as Yoda Bams goes into the pits. Surely opts for the softer tires. Yoda Bams being one of the first drivers to go into the pits during the very first safety car period. And where is he going to join back? Looks like it's going to be in P9 at the moment behind Razor. Oh, You Sleeps on Relon for P3 in this Grand Prix. So now let's look at the or is Relon still able? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's look at the penalties first. So Lecter has a 3-second time penalty and You Sleeps has a 6-second time penalty. So at the moment it looks like Mario is certain of a win. Does he have any warnings? He has one warning. So all Mario has to do is keep it clean and finish this race. That's all he has to do. Mario, of course, being second in the championship at the moment, was very close of stealing the championship away from Lewis Isaac, because Lewis Isaac wasn't having the best of races in his current streak. Fortunately for him, Mario didn't have a good race last time out. You Sleeps has a bit of a moment, manages to catch it mid-spin. So that's some good driving craft from You Sleeps, of course. But yeah, Mario being a very strong competitor in the championship all season long, unfortunately had to miss out last week, and currently shows that he isn't settled for in this season, as Shroom gets passed by Razor being on the faster tire, of course. Tires, yes, thank you. And Jelton Bam is also very close on Shroom, goes for the inside line. Can we get some good angles? Yes, this is a decent angle. Ooh, yeah, that's good. That looks very good. Jelton Bam passes Shroom for P8 on the soft tires. And slots back behind Razor at the moment. And that leaves us with only 6 laps to drive. Amazing hotel in the distance. Abu Dhabi being the most expensive Formula 1 circuit ever built. Oh, someone left, I think, because we have a bit of a lag. But yeah, Abu Dhabi being the most expensive circuits ever built, as we go on board with Relon. He's very close to You Sleeps, and You Sleeps is very close to Lecter. You Sleeps already passes him on the straight. Can Relon pass him as well before the braking zone? No, side by side. Lecter, ooh, collides with Relon, loses a lot of time on the exit there. Does he have damage? No, doesn't look like it, so maybe you can... oh, Razor on JQ, and Yalabama's on the inside, very aggressive from him in the hairpin, on his teammate too. And Jakku now with the DRS, Yaldabamas also with the DRS. Yaldabamas really wants to stay behind Razor and not lose him out of his sights. And so far he manages to keep that. But Yaldabamas also has a 3-second time penalty, so that's probably why he is so eager to pass Razor and pull off into the distance, because Yaldabamas has a 3-second time penalty. And in the end it would mean that Razor is going to finish in front of him. 11 seconds in front of Razor we have Royal Marrow doing a very good job in maintaining his P5 slot at the moment. No penalties whatsoever. A very good job from the Croatian. And Rellen not having the best of exits out of that corner, so I think he won't pass Sleeps just yet. Meanwhile, Yaldabamas is on the gearbox of Razor, goes for the inside of the hairpin already alongside, manages to keep it. That's not the first time we see Yaldabamas going for the inside of the hairpin. And Razor in the slipstream, but went out of it for the braking zone, and for the second straight he does have the slipstream. All he has to do is stay close to Yaldabamas. Yaldabamas is already very far ahead, so I don't think he can overtake him anymore. No, he can't. So Yaldabamas needs to gain 2.5 seconds to stay in P6 at the moment. And Almighty does have a fastest lap, but in P11 you don't have a lot advantage of it. Is 7 seconds behind Michael. Maybe he can catch up in 4 laps time. It is possible. He does have 2 compounds softer tires than Michael, so maybe he can catch up. Does he have important penalties? No, they're equal penalties, so that wouldn't make a difference. But I did see Shroom having a lot of penalties, so only 6 seconds. Maybe Shroom can play a part in that as well. We shall see. Rellen now on Sleeps. No, not yet. Maybe on the next straight, maybe he does have a better exit. Takes a very tight line there. Opens up the DRS. Sleeps not in overtake whatsoever, so I guess he's not that afraid of Rellen, and Rellen stays behind Sleeps at the moment. Let's go on board with Yaldabamas or Razor. Then we can see Yaldabamas bolting off into the distance. Currently 2 seconds ahead of Razor, so I think he can make it before the end of the race to have 3 seconds between them. Penalties. Yeah, Mario doesn't have any penalties whatsoever, so that means he will win this race as Almighty gets a 3-second time penalty. As you can see, Sleeps has a 6-second time penalty. That means as of now Rellen is in P2 and Sleeps is in P3. Lecter is in P5. Royal Marrow, no, Lecter is in P4. Royal Marrow in P5. Razor currently in P6. Yaldabamas in P7. Jakku in P8 as Romero passes Lecter. Shroom in P9 at the moment. Michael in P10, and it looks like Almighty went into the pits again and is in P11. and the field is a bit spread out at the moment. Of course, that's a bit down to people retired. Relon is very close to you sleeps, so at the moment Relon still needs to get that P2 on track. Of course, he will get it if he finishes in this position behind you sleeps. You sleeps having more penalties, of course, but I imagine that Relon wants that P2 on track. Very close in the hairpin, as I checked the reason of Necky's retirement. Nothing just yet, as Michael goes into the pits. That's surprising. That might leave Almighty with a chance to get that fastest lap, but I think he will get it. Well, he does already have it, but to get that P10, is he going to come out in front of Michael? Ooh, this is going to be very close indeed. But Michael is also on the soft tires, so there's a chance that Michael will take it away from Almighty. But Almighty is in the DRS, so Michael basically supplies Almighty with a very good straight line speed, and maybe if Almighty can overtake him on the second straight, he won't be bothered that much by him. Ooh, this is going to be very close. Roy Romero has left the session. Almighty around the outside of Michael, still fastest lap. That's probably a corner cut right there. Roy Romero, let's invite him, because I don't think he's meant to leave the session. So Almighty currently in front of Michael been there. So I don't think Michael can take the fastest lap from Almighty anymore, who sets the fastest lap at 1:35.4. That's 1.2 seconds faster than the fastest lap in club, but that lap of course has been set early on in the race and with normal race tires instead of new softies at the end of the Grand Prix. Anyway, Relon has overtaken U Sleeps, so he got that going for him, and Rory Romero has joined back, so he can finish this race as a driver himself. Still has P4, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Suddenly he has one lap. No! 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 I hope. No! Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't want anyone to hear them saying they got fucked by Cody's, because Roy Romero just got completely, but I mean like completely screwed by the game. He joined the lobby of, let me say this from the beginning, he got kicked from a lobby, I think, or a disconnection or something like that, and he joined the lobby back, but at the time he joined the lobby back, his AI thought it was a good idea to go into the pit, and at that same moment, at the moment he was driving on the pit entry, already within the pit walls, he joined back into his car, and now his team put him on 16 lap old medium tires, and my interval is completely gone. Mario has won the Abu Dhabi VOR Sport Grand Prix. Rellan goes third fastest, goes second. You Sleeps across the line goes third. Yaldabamas currently in P4, of course, because of Roy Romero pit stop just now in the last lap. Goes P4. Lexa in P5. Takes a very cautious line. Goes into P6 because of Razor. JQ across the line. Shroom out of fuel. Oh, and Royal Marrow on the line. Is that because of penalties? Is that because of penalties? Can I get those Oh, shut up. Was that because of penalties? Royal Marrow on the line passes Shroom for P8. Yeah, I know. 9th Shroom. I want to see that penalty. I want to see their penalties. Driver, Razor. I don't know. I'm gonna decide from the results, but I want to see if Royal Marrow had the same amount of penalties as Shroom had. Okay, Royal Marrow. Oh, he didn't have any penalties, so he was going to get that position anyway. But he got Shroom on the line anyway. That's also a very good achievement. A few screenshots for the standings, but what a race it has been. Mario winning the Grand Prix from P1, only having a one-stop strategy here. Very good tactics from him, current P2 in the championship, of course. And Rellan in P2 from P10. Very impressive stuff from him with a 2-stop. You Sleeps in the Renault from P8. Also to the podium, and behind him, just off the podium, we have Yaldabamas in the Ferrari car. Let's get these graphics up and see if someone wants an interview. Let's see. It doesn't look like there's going to be an interview. Anyway, it was certainly more exciting than I expected it to be today. Next week we're back with the final race of the season in Brazil, with both our club and sport tiers, so make sure you join us back next week on Monday for the Club Brazil race, casted by no other than Yaldabamas and Alex Tunbridge, and next week, of course, on Wednesday for the sport race with me, your dear host Tom. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.